Hello again, Alphabets, and welcome back to Final Fantasy VI, a natural magic game with me, your host, HKHD. So I did some research in the break, as I said I would, and it turns out that the weapons here, the Flame Tongue and the Thunderblade, do not actually teach any magic. So I can go ahead and equip them on people. Awesome. Which means I can, I'll keep them on people too, because that will help me to... Stewie, Trisha, H, Cheska. That will help me to exploit some elemental weaknesses. And I'm going to go ahead. I know I have the Moonring Blade on him, and I know the Moonring Blade is awesome because he can be in the back row, but I'm going to go ahead and give him an elemental weapon here. It will help me exploit some elemental weaknesses and beef up the amount of damage that I'm doing in these random battles, because really, these random battles kind of suck without magic or any way to... yeah. Oh, that's much better. That is much better. Being able to actually do some damage. Okay, Onion Knights. Once again, we see the return of the Onion Knights, just as I said before. Still potion. Nice. Just as I said before, these are an allusion to the original Final Fantasy III. Are they Final Fantasy... oh, okay, I know it is Final Fantasy III. I don't remember if it's the original Final Fantasy III or if it's the remake that has them as Onion Knights. I think it's the original, though. Oh yeah, it's the original. Because I'm picturing in my head the original sprite for the Onion Knight, the weird, cute little guy. So if I remember correctly, this dungeon... well, I think I do remember correctly. This dungeon is not too difficult, aside from the fact that it can be a little bit random at times. The good thing is I have the capability now of dealing all three elements of damage, and I believe I fight the first elemental master or whatever he's called here. So that means I should be able to hit all of his elemental weaknesses when he changes to them. Fun. Stole attempt. See, and even with the elemental weapons, I'm still not doing a whole bunch of damage to some of these creatures just because their physical defense is so high. I mean, yeah, I've got... did I just go up here? No, of course not. Ah, this way. This. No? Oh, how do I... oh well. Just because their physical damage or physical defense is so high, I just don't do a whole bunch of damage. Now, it's also possible the fact that H does not have a very high strength, and I have him currently with stuff that makes his steal rate much higher. I have the Thieves' Glove, and I have the one that changes his thing to Mug. What would be interesting is to see what would happen if I gave him the Thieves' Knife at the same time. Let's see, what do I have to equip with the relics? The Brigand's Glove and the Thief's Bracer. So he has an upgraded steal chance, and he can mug. Those are the two big things. Alright. No? Alright, so it must be down here. I gotta pick the right direction. This is one of those times when I have to be sure to pick the right direction. Okay, I'm gonna cure up. So heal, Templar, mug. Yeah, because he doesn't do a whole lot of physical damage. There you go. This is why, like I've said in the past, there are certain characters who are next to useless in a natural magic game, beyond a certain point. H being one of them. The only thing he has going for him is Mug. But, simply because he is my namesake right now, he is staying with the party. He will be the hero. He is the leading man. He is my Balthier. Program 55. Hey! I'm an imp. It's not very fun. Turning into an imp. Oosh. Ah! That's why those weapons are great. That's why those weapons are great. Now, here's the way I can tell. I can actually tell. Magic. Because I've been getting SP. No magic being learned. Okay, so I finally have a character turned into an imp, which they call it an imp. It's a kappa. That's a kappa. This is why I need green cherries. There we go. Imps are kind of cool. There's a... Sorry, focusing for a second. No, alright, I'm good. There is a bunch of imp equipment that you can put on, which I can only put on a handful of characters. I can only put on Trisha once she learns the spell imp, and I can put it on Go-Go. It's a whole imp set, which, if you have it equipped to somebody who is in imp form, makes them really powerful. I don't know that I want to do that, though. We'll see for later on. I might do it this time. You know, once I get to near the end game, Trisha and... Oh, no. Trisha and Francesca kind of get to be similar characters. Well, they always are similar characters. I build them differently, usually. Give them different sets of equipment, stuff like that. Oh? Must have missed something. Thought that was the right way to go. I guess not. So I could possibly turn Trisha into an imp in this game, but we'll see. And the last time I did it, I set her up to be my dual caster, because I went ahead and did the temple, or the tower of Kefka, and got the Fanatic's Tower. Went up to the top and got the magic item, which halves or drops. It allows you to do dual cast, and then I also made her so her spells were only one magic point apiece. So she was just basically flinging around lots of spells, whereas
connection lost.
Terra was set up with dual earrings and such to make her magic really potent. You know, if you want to go ahead and use Thyra on the whole party, that would be great. That'd be really great. At least these things don't have the same, oh, there you go. The same, physical defense as some of the others. Let me guess, Ice Blade? Golden Helm. Put the Golden Helm on. Alright, I just have to... Okay. Trying to remember exactly where I'm supposed to go here. This is one of the confusing things about this particular little dungeon, is just with all the moving parts and stuff, you gotta find the exact right spot that you want to go into. But I'll figure it out. I will get it. There you go. Bang. And there we go. Dead. No? Yeah, dead. There we go. Alright. Am I supposed to go down that conveyor belt? I don't remember. Let me see if I can go down that conveyor belt. And I'll see. Somebody at home who has played this more recently than me, or remembers this game perfectly, is screaming at me as to where I'm supposed to be going next. Okay, let's see. No? No. Okay, I can't go down that conveyor belt, so that's not the way. Good to know. Good to know. It's something I missed. I know it. It's just a direction that I didn't see I had to go. But we'll find it. More Indie Nights. How are you guys? Good? I know I ask that every session, almost, but I like asking that. So, I had an interesting... Oh, excuse me. Again, this is probably going to be in about a month, or a little longer. I had some interesting fun with my my Final Fantasy party in my tabletop game. I basically, the easiest way to explain it was I had them finish Disc 1. And it ended with a jailbreak. That was fun. It ended with a character dying, because that's how you always end Disc 1. You have a character die. It wasn't a player. It was not a player. It was not a player character. It was an NPC, but it was an NPC that... I'm not going to say was important to the story or anything, but he was, in his own way, he was rather close to the party. So having him die off was kind of cool. I'm trying to be rather ambiguous when it deals with... this is it. Okay. I'm trying to be rather ambiguous when it comes to how death works in my Final Fantasy game, because... of course, Phoenix Downs exist. And so do life spells, so you can restore life to people who are dead, but within a certain amount of time. I'll collect more espers, I'll extract their magic, and then I'll revive the Warring Triad! I'm Kefka, and I don't care, bitch. I've already drained all your powers. You're useless to me now. Look, it's Shiva. And Ifrit. You two, take a hike! Oh, that peaked the audio. Sorry. The Kefka laugh. Yeah, I'm trying to be ambiguous when it comes to how death works, because people can be brought back to life rather easily. Thank you. People can be brought back to life rather easily. And, you know, it makes death not seem so terrible. But I don't want that. I want death to be something that actually be feared. So I have... Let's just say some of the bad guys have ways to make sure that when a person's dead, they stay dead. And if you're one of my players who happens to be watching this, realize that. Okay. Hey, move out of the way. What's in here? Ah, save point. Alright. So, here's what I was talking about before with why I shouldn't have used that ether. Oh well. Let's go ahead and use a sleeping bag on Trisha to get her magic points back. Now I'm going to save it. Boom. And it's boss fight time. I have time. I have plenty of time for boss fight. Let's go. Okay, I have to be careful. Alright, I'm gonna swap out the Thunderblade real quick. Blizzard. Bushido. I'm gonna change you out for now to the... Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? There it is. Thunderblade. Because I don't want to use fire on you. And as for you... Stray Cat. Okay. Cure it up. So wait a second. The Thunderblade doesn't actually do any damage? No damage, okay. Okay. Oh, well, now I'm going to cure her. Thunderblade. Swap out. Yeah. Flame Tongue. Ah, there we go. That's what I like to say. Oh, that's gonna... That sucks. Alright, so Trisha is now on heal duty because all she has are ice spells, and ice spells aren't going to do much of anything against Shiva than heal. Oh, and Shiva's... yeah. She's cold as ice, and she's, naked. Yeah. Alright. Blizzard. You heal yourself. And since you obviously can't do anything... Oh. Done. Wait. Uh-huh. We are espers. And now... I sense why Ramu entrusted you with his power. Oh. Oh, blink, 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 blink. When they finish draining us of our powers, they dump us down here to die. We haven't much time left. Aw. So all these bones are dead espers. Fun.
Estelle has captured many more of us. They're all here being drained of their powers. I, too, suffered my turn in one of the capsules. We and Ramu are siblings, each of us born with a different elemental power. If Ramu is willing to give you his strength, then we shall do the same.
Yay! More absolutely useless pieces of magicite. Who will use their strength as well. Okay, Ifrit magicite. And Shiva magicite. So, after that, heal up. And... oh, Flan. Let's give you the Thunderblade. Oh, I hate these things. I'm splitting off. Okay. That battle's done. Good, good, good. As Pro Gerard the Completionist says, you can never save enough. So we're going to save. And then we're going to continue forward. So that was the mid-boss battle. The easy boss battle. There's actually three starting boss battles. There are three boss battles in this, if you count those. Oh, this would be fun. Oh, yeah, okay. Still an auto crossbow. Ah. Alright. Ah, slowed, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Level 4 flare. Don't think anybody's level is divisible by 4. I don't remember that. We'll see. Missed all of them. Not divisible by 4. Haha. Those abilities are always interesting. Anytime it's a spell or ability that is... it has to be a specific level or divisible by a specific level to do damage. It's kind of cool. It's hard to use against enemies because you don't know what their levels are divisible by. You don't know what levels they are. And yes, you can get some of those abilities. Level 5 death doesn't work on us. We already went through this rigmarole. Yeah, just keep using that. Go ahead. Next to useless. Well, it's absolutely useless right now. It'll be a little more useful once I do some leveling. Another auto crossbow stolen. Another level 4 flare. All those flares. Yeah, since you don't know what level the enemies actually are, unless you, like, Libra them all the time, it's difficult to tell what spells you can use. And really, it's kind of a waste to just Libra them just to find out what level they are, just to use level something death or level something flare. It's just... Okay, here comes the second boss. But it's just as easy to kill them with a spell that you know will work. And it works faster. Ooh, Destroyer. Interesting. Now I'm gonna keep Templar on for now. Even though these... Why do they have monsters running around? Like, actual monsters, like these, running around inside the Imperial Capital's Magitech research facility? I mean... I understand the soldiers, I understand Magitech Knights and the Onion Knights, things like that. Why monsters? Did these things just happen to escape? Flash? Stole Flash? Is that a tool? Huh. Inflicts dark... Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's the Flash tool. Okay, well. I now don't need to pick that up. Alright, so there should be... There it is. Alright. So this is going to be a fun little boss battle. Here we go. Everything's as it should be. Let's try it. So this guy, his little gimmick is he changes the elemental barrier that he's weak to. If I remember correctly. What do I want him to... I'm gonna stick with Templar for now, because there's always the chance he will hit the right elemental weakness. Okay. Or maybe this one doesn't have that yet. I was almost certain this one had that ability. It looks kind of cool though, doesn't it? All the gold and the blades and like... Interesting. Stole a Rune Blade. Nice. Rune Blade is acceptable. Okay, maybe this one doesn't do the changes. Okay. Alright, that's cool. This makes this battle much, much easier. Much, much easier. There it is, barrier change. Of course, we have no idea what barrier it's changing to. It's not thunder. That normal does normal damage anyway. It's not fire. Which means it must be ice. And he's curing himself. Awesome. That's not really going to do you much, buddy. Doing a lot more damage than... No! Well. Oh, there we go. Doesn't matter. Dead anyway. Poison, maybe? Probably. Yeah, probably poison. Makes sense. Doesn't matter, though. And I picked up an ice brand. Finally, I have the ice weapon. Okay. So... Phoenix down. Get you back up. Still plenty of MP. Alright. Now some of you might be looking at me. What are you doing? Moduin! There's the whale! We had the petunias before. There's the whale to go with him. Moduin. Shout. Show it. Cadaplepas. Carbuncle. And Shade? I think? Okay, so. You wish to help us, but we haven't long to live. We will follow Ifrit's example. Our power we entrust to you. What are you doing over there? What in tarnation? knows? And so we finally meet Sid. The Sid of this game, who is not a playable party member. And not really that big important. So, when espers die, they leave behind the essence of their powers. Power contained with these stones is far greater than what we could ever hope to extract. Hundreds of times greater. Interesting. Oh. Wom, 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 wom. We obtained magicite. Yay! Professor Sid. General Trisha. Who are these shady characters? Journalins? No. You see, Is it true you worked your way amongst those rebels as a spy? Trisha? Kefka. Oh, I see. Magicite! Excellent work, Sid! General Trisha, we needn't keep up the charade any longer. Bring me those magicite crystals. Trisha, you tricked us? Of course not. Please, trust me. I knew she was not to be trusted. What the sweet taste of betrayal. Oh, Trisha, that's so you. H, believe me. No! Kill them all! Whoosh. H, let me protect you for once, and maybe then you'll believe me. This is why I got rid of all of her gear. Because I don't really need it now on her. Trisha? What are you doing? Stop! She's cool. That was awesome. Hey, we're all right. We're all okay. Trisha. What happened? Oh no. Oh no! Oh no. This is bad.
Connection lost.
That blast reversed the energy flow in the capsules. We need to get out of here. Quick, over here. Okay. Because I don't actually need to be really quick. So I got rid of all of her gear. I can put it on her. She'll be back really shortly, but the fact is, no, I don't want you to have the Priest Smiter. I want you to have the Green Beret. Ice Brand is fine. I want you to also have the Green Beret. Okay, so I could have kept it on her because Golden Helmet's not so awesome. Oh, what have I done? There's no excuse for it, no matter how much Kefka may have threatened me. Draining the life energy from espers just to make people stronger. You've helped me come to a decision. I'm going to talk to the Emperor and make him realize how foolish this whole war is. Okay, Sid is a good guy. Sid is always a good guy. Unless it's Sidolphus. But we don't count him. So, with that, this is the best place that I can think of to pause it for today. You have been watching Final Fantasy VI, The Natural Magic Game, with me, your host, HKHD. I want to thank everybody for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, may the Force be with you.